All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. You know why you're here.
To go deep.
Exactly. You want to learn faster. And today we're looking at something so many of you have probably wondered about.
Yeah.
Travel. Using travel to just explode your English level.
Especially, I think, when you get to that advanced level, you've got all the, you've got the basics down.
Right.
But you really want to get to that fluency and confidence. Travel is just an incredible way to do that.
So we've got a great article here all about this, and we're going to really dissect the reasons why it's so powerful and also the kinds of things you can look for, the kinds of opportunities that come up when you travel that you can really use.
Absolutely. I think one of the big things that, we see in the article, it's really highlighted, is just this idea of immersive learning.
Right.
Yeah, we hear that term a lot, but what does it really mean when it comes to language learning and travel?
And how is it different than, what we do in a classroom?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, think about it. You're in a classroom. You're learning from a textbook. You're kind of in this very controlled environment.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're traveling, you are thrown into the deep end.
Totally.
You are surrounded by the language 24/7.
And I love how the article uses that little scenario of checking into a hotel.
Yeah.
You can almost picture yourself, a little tired from your flight.
Yeah, jet lagged.
Jet lagged.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You walk up to the desk.
Yeah, and you've got to, muster up the courage to speak.
Right, and you're probably going to say something like, "Hello, I have a reservation under John Smith," or whatever your name is.
Right, and then they're going to come back with, "Yes, Mr. Smith, a deluxe room for 3 nights. Is that correct?"
Exactly, and you're immediately in the situation where you have to listen. You have to process the information.
Right.
And you have to respond.
Yeah.
All in real time.
Yeah, and you have to understand enough to know what to do next.
Right.
Do I give them my passport? Do I confirm the details?
Exactly. And then you might follow up with a question like, "Okay, and what time is breakfast served?"
Mm-hmm.
And they might say, "Breakfast is from 7 to 10 a.m. in the dining area, sir."
And so right there in that very short interaction,
Yeah.
you've already, had to understand a variety of different things.
Absolutely.
You've had to kind of parse what they're saying, even if they have a strong accent or they speak quickly.
Right. And you've had to use vocabulary that you might not use in everyday conversation.
Like deluxe room.
Exactly, yeah. Or dining area.
Yeah.
So it's really stretching your language skills in a way that you just can't replicate in a classroom.
And you're learning it because you need it.
Exactly. It's not just theoretical knowledge, it's practical knowledge.
Right. And it's connected to this goal of like, I want to get to my room. I want to know where to eat breakfast.
Yeah, you're motivated.
I'm motivated to understand.
Exactly.
So that's a great example of immersive learning. But what about vocabulary? I mean, we know that travel is a fantastic way to expand our vocabulary, but how so?
Well, the article makes a really interesting point about how travel exposes you to very specific types of vocabulary that you might not necessarily encounter in your everyday life.
Yeah.
So, for example, you could study a list of food words.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as actually being in a restaurant,
right,
looking at a menu.
And needing to order something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And needing to order something.
Give me an example.
So imagine you're at a restaurant and the waiter comes up to you and says, "Good evening."
Mm-hmm.
And you might say something like, "I'd like to start with a Caesar salad.
Yeah.
And then for my main course, I'll have the grilled salmon with mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And I'd like a bottle of sparkling water, please."
So just in those few sentences,
yeah,
you've already used a whole bunch of food-related vocabulary.
Yeah. You've got Caesar salad, grilled salmon, mashed potatoes, sparkling water.
Yeah. And not only that, but you're also using those polite phrases like "I'd like" or "could I have."
Exactly.
Which are so important in a restaurant setting.
Absolutely. And it's not just about knowing the word for fish.
Yeah.
It's about knowing how to order fish in a polite and appropriate way.
Right, right. And because you're using those words in a real situation, they're going to stick in your memory much better.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not just rote memorization.
Yeah.
It's meaningful learning.
Okay, so we've talked about immersive learning and vocabulary.
Yeah.
But what about another challenge that a lot of advanced learners face? Understanding different accents.
Ah, yes. That's a big one.
you might be really comfortable with one particular accent, like American English or British English.
Right.
But then you travel to a different country and suddenly,
you're like,
what are they saying?
It's like a whole new language almost.
Right. And this is where travel can be so helpful.
Absolutely.
Because it exposes you to this incredible diversity of accents.
Yeah.
You know, you might go to Australia and hear Australian English. You might go to South Africa and hear South African English.
Exactly. And even within those countries, there are regional variations.
Yeah. So many different ways of speaking English.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And the article gives a great example of this with a simple question that you might ask on the street.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you know where the nearest tube station is?
Right, and that's in London, of course.
In London, yeah. So you're already using a word that's specific to British...
Exactly.
Tube instead of subway.
Right.
And then the person might respond with something like, cheers, mate.
Right. And that's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Because cheers in this context doesn't mean let's have a drink.
Right.
It means thank you.
Exactly.
It's a very informal way of saying thank you.
And mate, of course, is also very British.
Yeah.
And so you're picking up on these little nuances, these little slang words, these little idiomatic expressions that you would never learn from a textbook.
Absolutely. And the more you're exposed to these different accents, the more your ear becomes attuned to them. Mm-hmm. And the easier it becomes to understand.
It's like training your ear to hear different types of music.
Exactly.
The more you listen, the more you can appreciate the subtleties.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered immersive learning, vocabulary, accents.
Mm-hmm.
But what about something that I think is really, really key for advanced learners?
That's it.
Confidence.
Ah, yes, confidence. That's huge.
It's huge. And, you know, you can know all the grammar. You can have a huge vocabulary.
Yeah.
But if you're not confident in using your English...
It's all for nothing.
It's all for nothing.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to communicate effectively.
Yeah.
And I think travel is one of the best ways to build that confidence.
Absolutely, because it forces you to speak.
Yeah.
You can't hide behind a textbook or a computer screen.
Right. You're out there in the real world.
Yeah.
You need to use your English to get around to order food, to ask for directions. And every time you do that successfully, your confidence grows.
It's like a positive feedback loop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you speak, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more you speak.
And the article has this great example of going to a tourist information center.
Right.
And how that can really boost your confidence.
Yeah. So you walk into the tourist information center and you might say something like, hello, I'm looking for some recommendations for things to see and do in the city. I'm here for a few days.
Right.
And the person behind the counter might say something like, well, we have a fantastic national museum you could check out, and the Old Town District is really charming, and there's also a lovely river cruise. And then they might ask you, do you have any particular interest, like history, nature, or adventure?
And then based on your answer, they can give you more specific recommendations.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you say you're interested in history, they might tell you, well, the National Museum's open every day from 9 to 5.
So again, in that short interaction, you've had to use a variety of different language skills.
Absolutely.
You've had to initiate the conversation. You've had to listen to their recommendations.
Right.
You've had to express your own interests.
Yeah.
And you've come away with some valuable information.
And hopefully a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you were able to communicate effectively.
And I think the more you have those experiences, the more confident you become.
Absolutely.
Because you realize, hey, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can speak English in the real world.
And it doesn't have to be perfect.
Exactly.
People understand me.
As long as you can get your message across.
Exactly.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So another really important aspect of language learning, especially when you get to that advanced level, is understanding the connection between language and culture.
Yes.
How does travel help us to understand that connection better?
Well, you know, language is not just a set of words and grammar rules. It's a reflection of the culture of the people who speak it. So when you travel, you're not just learning the language.
Yeah. You're
also learning about the culture.
Yeah. And the article gives this great example of something that seems so simple.
Okay.
Small talk in an elevator.
Right.
You know, you might be in an elevator with someone and they might say something like, lovely weather today, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you might say, yes, it is. I'm really enjoying exploring the city.
Right.
And then they might say something like, oh, were you visiting from abroad? And you might say, yes, I'm from Spain. I'm here for a week.
Okay.
And then they might say, well, that's great. I hope you have a fantastic time.
Now, that seems like a very simple interaction.
Right.
But what can we learn from it?
Well, it teaches you about social etiquette in that particular culture.
Yeah.
You know, it's appropriate to make small talk with strangers in an elevator.
Right.
It's also a way of being friendly and welcoming.
Yeah. And it teaches you about the kinds of things that people talk about.
In casual conversation.
Exactly.
The weather, where you're from, what you're doing in the city.
And it also gives you a chance to practice your small talk skills.
Yeah.
Which are so important for building relationships.
Right.
And making connections.
So even those little interactions can be really valuable for language learning.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about speaking and listening.
Right.
But what about reading and writing?
Oh, yeah. Those are important, too.
How does travel help us to improve those skills?
Well, think about all the reading you do when you're traveling.
Yeah.
You know, you're reading street signs, you're reading maps, you're reading menus, you're reading brochures.
Right.
You're constantly bombarded with written information.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to understand it.
To get around?
To get around.
Yeah.
To make decisions. To know what's going on.
And what about writing?
Well, you might not be writing essays or novels.
Right.
But you might be writing emails. You might be writing postcards. You might be writing notes.
And the article has a great example of this, a note to housekeeping.
Right, yeah, that's a classic one.
You know, you might need extra towels, or you might need the minibar restocked.
Exactly. Yeah, and so you write a little note saying, "Dear housekeeping, could you please provide extra towels in my room? Also, I would appreciate it if the minibar could be restocked. Thank you, room 305.
And that's a great way to practice your writing skills.
Yeah.
Because it's a real world situation.
Right.
You have a specific purpose for writing, and you need to be clear and concise.
And polite.
And polite.
Yeah.
So even those little writing tasks can be really helpful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so finally, let's talk about the social aspect of travel.
Yep.
How can travel help us to practice our English in a more relaxed, informal setting?
Well, when you travel, you meet people from all over the world.
Right.
And you have the opportunity to talk to them.
Yeah.
You might be staying in a hostel, you might be on a tour, you might be at a bar or a restaurant, and you just strike up a conversation with someone.
Yeah, the article uses the example of a hostel common area.
Right.
You know, you might be sitting there having breakfast, and someone sits down next to you.
And you say, "Hi, where are you from?"
Yeah.
And they say, "I'm from Brazil. How about you?"
I'm from Germany.
Oh, cool. Is this your first time in the city?
Yes, it is.
I'm really enjoying it so far.
Me too.
Maybe we could explore the night market together later.
It sounds great.
And there you go. You've made a new friend.
Yeah.
And you've had a chance to practice your English.
And it's so low pressure.
Yeah.
Because you're just chatting.
Exactly.
You know, you're not being graded.
You're just having fun.
You're just having fun.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to just relax and let your English flow.
Absolutely.
So as we can see, travel is a fantastic way to improve your English in so many different ways.
It's total immersion experience.
It really is.
You're learning by doing.
You're learning by doing, and you're having fun at the same time.
Exactly.
So the next time you're planning a trip, think about how you can use it as an opportunity to really level up your English.
Yeah, be intentional about it.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to talk to people.
Put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. Make mistakes.
Embrace the challenge.
Embrace the challenge and have fun.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. All right, that's all for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, so you know that feeling right when you land in a new country?
Yeah.
It's like that rush of excitement, kind of like stepping into a whole different world.
Yeah.
You just know things are going to be different.
It is addictive.
It is. It really is. And you're ready for all those cool sights and experiences. But sometimes different can throw you for a loop.
For sure. You go beyond those must-see places. You start living the everyday life there, and that's where you really bump into those unexpected differences.
It's like you suddenly realize people do things in ways you never even considered.
Yeah, those are the cultural shocks people talk about. Sometimes you just don't know what to do.
Right. It's like I just mess up big time. It can be funny, confusing, and sometimes straight up baffling. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today.
Oh, yeah.
So in this deep dive, we're going to look at some of the most hilarious and just plain weird cultural shocks people experience all over the planet. We've got a ton of cool examples lined up.
I think people are going to love this.
Yeah, I think so too. We're talking about everything from how people eat their food to how they act in public, even how they view time.
And don't forget about those quirky superstitions. Every culture has their own.
Oh, right. Those are always fun. So buckle up, get ready to explore these fascinating cultural differences.
Who knows? Maybe it'll even prep you for your next trip abroad.
That's the goal.
Yeah, for sure. Because what might seem totally normal to you could be super strange, even illogical to someone from a totally different culture.
Totally. And the opposite is true too. Like what might seem weird to you could be completely normal for them. It all just shows you how amazingly diverse human culture is.
It is. And I think food is always a good place to start.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got to eat right.
Exactly. Food's a huge part of who we are, and it's often one of the first places you'll experience those wait, what moments when you travel.
Makes sense.
Just think about something as basic as, well, how we eat. So in most Western cultures, it's all about the knife and fork. But when you travel to places like India, the Middle East, or lots of African countries, eating with your hands isn't just okay, it's often the preferred way.
It's true. It's traditional in a lot of places. And I remember reading this article about someone from South Asia who was shocked to see someone using a knife and fork to cut a slice of pizza.
Seriously?
Yeah. For them, it felt like, why take away that direct connection with the food,
Yeah, I guess it really shows how what we grow up with becomes our normal.
It totally does.
And then you have those fun surprises like unexpected food combinations. Like you might think you know pizza, but go to Japan or South Korea, and you might find your pizza with peas, corn, even mayonnaise on it.
Oh, and it's so interesting when you think about it, how tied our taste buds are to our culture. What might sound yummy to one person could be a total turnoff for someone else. Like our sources mentioned watermelon with cheese in China.
Whoa, that's new.
Right. It's just an example, but it shows how different things can be. Just like peanut butter and jelly, that's classic American, but people from other places often find that combo pretty weird.
They do.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on what some cultures consider delicacies. We're talking things that make you go, whoa, I did not see that coming. What about fried tarantulas in Cambodia?
Yeah, that one's definitely adventurous. And then there's fermented shark in Iceland.
Oh, I've heard about that. It's supposed to be potent.
Very potent, both in smell and taste. And for something maybe a bit less intense but still surprising, there's snails, or escargots as they're called in France. It's considered fancy, but still might be a bit much for someone who's not used to the idea.
Yeah, true. It really makes you think about how much our culture shapes our definition of delicious.
Absolutely.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. Move from food to, well, how we interact with each other. This is where you can really find yourself in some awkward situations as a traveler without even knowing it.
Oh, I've been there.
We're talking social etiquette, all those unspoken rules about how we behave around other people.
Yeah, this is really interesting because so much of this stuff isn't written down anywhere.
Right.
You just kind of pick it up growing up in a certain culture.
It's like an unspoken code.
Exactly. And sometimes breaking the code, well, that leads to some awkward moments.
For sure. Take Japan, for example. You might notice a surprising amount of silence, especially in public spaces.
Oh, yeah. Like on public transport, in lots of Western cultures, it can get pretty noisy, people chatting, listening to music, taking calls. But in Japan, that's often considered rude.
Really?
Yeah. The expectation is to be quiet and considerate of those around you. So if you're a tourist and you're not aware of this, you might get some stares.
Oh, can you imagine being all excited, telling a story from your trip, and everyone's just giving you the side eye?
I can see it, but it's not about being unfriendly. It's about different cultural values.
It's about respecting the space, the shared space.
Exactly. And speaking of space, personal space is another big one.
Oh, tell me about it. That's something that can really vary around the world and lead to some, well, uncomfortable encounters.
Like in some cultures, those in Latin America or the Middle East, standing close when you're talking is normal, even a sign of friendliness.
Right.
But you try that in the UK or Germany and you might make someone really uncomfortable.
Yeah, you might get a quick step back.
It's all about what feels like a respectful distance, and that's totally based on culture.
For sure. And then we got to talk about a classic travel headache, tipping.
Oh yeah, that one's a minefield.
I swear it trips up so many travelers.
Yeah.
In the US, it's practically part of the service industry DNA. You tip your waiter, your bartender, your Uber driver.
It's a big part of their income too.
Right, it's expected.
Mm-hmm.
But in other cultures, like Japan, tipping can be seen as insulting. It's like you're saying the place doesn't pay their staff enough.
So something you think is polite can actually be taken the wrong way.
It's tough trying to navigate all these different expectations, especially when you just want to be respectful.
Yeah, it can be stressful.
For sure. Okay, let's move on to something a little more, well, concrete. Public behavior and laws. This is where you might stumble upon some really surprising rules, things you wouldn't even think of back home.
Oh yeah, like that chewing gum ban in Singapore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of people, that sounds crazy, but it's a serious law there. And it all comes down to keeping the country clean.
And the fines for breaking that law, they can be pretty hefty.
No kidding. You could be paying a huge fine for something you do without even thinking.
And then, something I've always found interesting, pedestrian behavior in Germany. They're known for following traffic rules very strictly.
Oh yeah, even when there's not a car in sight. You'll see them waiting patiently at a red light.
It's all about order and rules.
Right. But in some other places, traffic lights might be more like, well, suggestions.
That's a good way to put it. And even something like public displays of affection can be super different depending on where you are.
Oh, for sure.
In France or Italy, a little kissing or hugging in public is totally normal.
Right, even if you're just meeting someone. But in more conservative cultures, those same actions could be frowned upon, even illegal.
It's a good reminder that what feels natural in one place might be seen very differently somewhere else.
Okay, ready for something a little different? Let's talk about toilet culture.
Oh yeah, this is one that can really catch people off guard.
It's something we all experience every day, but you might not think about it in a cultural context. And the differences you find when you travel can be pretty surprising.
Yeah, you're talking about a very basic human need, but the way people approach it, well, it's incredibly diverse. Take the squat toilet, for example.
Oh yeah, those are still common in lots of Asia and the Middle East. And for someone who's only ever used a Western-style toilet, let's just say it can be a bit of an adjustment.
And it's funny, some people who grew up using squat toilets actually think sitting on a shared surface is less hygienic.
It really is all about what you're used to. And then you have those fancy bidets and toilet showers, super common in Europe and Asia, but still pretty rare in places like the US and the UK.
It shows you how different cultures think about personal hygiene. People who haven't seen them before are often surprised, even amused by the whole concept.
For sure. And then there's the less glamorous side of toilet culture, paying to use a public restroom.
Oh yeah.
In parts of Europe, like Germany or the Netherlands, it's normal to pay a small fee.
Yeah. It might not seem like much, but as a tourist, especially if you're in a hurry, it can be a bit of a hassle.
It definitely makes you think about how different societies handle public amenities and who takes care of them.
Yeah, it does.
All right, let's switch gears again. We've talked about food, social customs, even toilets. Now let's jump into the world of work. Work culture and how people view time. That can also lead to some major cultural shocks.
Especially if you're traveling for business.
Oh yeah, then it's crucial. Like, take the Spanish siesta. Imagine planning your day as a tourist, ready to hit the shops or a museum, and suddenly everything's closed.
Right, everyone's taking a break in the middle of the day.
Exactly. And it's not just about avoiding the heat, it's also deeply tied to social and family life.
It reflects a different set of priorities, and then there's a whole punctuality thing. In some cultures, like in Germany or Switzerland, being late, even by a few minutes, is considered rude.
Oh, yeah.
Time is very structured, very linear. But in places like Brazil or India, time is often seen as more flexible. Showing up 15 or even 30 minutes late to a social gathering might not be a big deal.
Interesting. It's like different cultures have their own internal clocks.
In a way, they do. And lastly, we've got to talk about work-life balance.
Yeah, that's huge. And again, you see massive differences across cultures. In Japan, there's often a big emphasis on working long hours, staying late at the office. But in Scandinavian countries, work-life balance is prioritized.
They have shorter work weeks, more vacation time, and a real focus on leisure and personal time. It's a completely different way of thinking about the role of work in life.
Okay, we've covered a lot so far, from food quirks to work styles. Now let's dive into the world of superstitions and beliefs. These can be incredibly specific to each culture and often leave outsiders wondering what's going on here.
Absolutely. This is where you really see those intangible aspects of culture come to life, like lucky and unlucky numbers.
Oh yeah, those are always fascinating.
In China, the number 4 is considered unlucky because it sounds similar to the word for death.
Oh, wow.
So many buildings in China actually skip the 4th floor.
I had no idea. And in Italy, it's the number 17 that's unlucky. Apparently, it can be rearranged into a phrase that means I have lived, implying death.
That's interesting.
And of course, in lots of Western cultures, we have our own thing with the number 13. Many buildings don't have a 13th floor.
Yeah. And what's really cool is how these seemingly random associations can actually affect how people behave and what they believe. And then there are those classic Western superstitions, like breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck or knocking on wood for good luck.
Yeah, those are always fun. People from cultures that don't have those beliefs often find them pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm sure. It just goes to show how much our background influences even those things we do almost without thinking.
It's true. Well, we've definitely gone on quite the journey through the world of cultural shocks.
We have.
And it's pretty clear that experiencing the unexpected is just part of the fun of travel.
It is, and while it can be a little disorienting at times, those moments can also be really enriching. They make you question your own assumptions and see the world from totally different perspectives.
Yeah. And ultimately, it's about appreciating the amazing diversity of human experience.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So remember, when you're out there exploring the world, keep an open mind, a sense of humor, and that curiosity alive.
And maybe, as a final thought, think about some everyday habit or belief from your own culture.
Yeah.
And imagine how strange or even funny it might seem to someone from a completely different background. It's a good way to turn things around and keep exploring the fascinating world of cultural differences.
I like that. Thanks for joining me today.
Anytime, it was fun.
So until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.
And watch out for those cultural shocks.
They're everywhere.
All right, welcome to the Deep Dive. If you're here, you're probably looking to step up your English game. And, sometimes the best way to do that is to just dive right in, right? Go somewhere where English is just how everyone talks every single day.
Yeah, full immersion.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to get into today. We've got this really interesting article that breaks down the top countries for anyone who's learning English. It goes way beyond just listing them off, really gets into the cultural side of things, the different learning opportunities you can find, even the kind of language vibes you'll experience in each place.
It's a great starting point for anyone thinking about taking their English learning to the next level.
Totally. So what we're going to do in this deep dive is pull out the most important takeaways from this article, the really juicy stuff that can help you make a smart decision. No more basic lists. We're going deep, looking at what makes each country stand out as a place to really boost your English skills.
We'll be exploring how the unique cultural backgrounds of each place impact not only the language itself, but also the overall learning experience.
Right. So let's kick things off with the OG, the birthplace of English, the UK. It's the obvious place to start, right? I mean, you think about the history, the literature, Shakespeare, Jane Austen, their words are everywhere, still influencing how we speak and write today.
That's right. The UK offers a level of historical and cultural depth that you simply won't find anywhere else. When you're in the UK, you're surrounded by the language's origins.
Right. And London especially, I've always heard, is just this incredible melting pot of languages.
London is a fantastic example. You'll hear native speakers from all parts of the UK, of course, but also people from all over the world who've learned English as a second language. Being exposed to that kind of diversity early on in your learning journey can be really beneficial.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, getting used to different accents and ways of speaking can really help you understand English in all its forms. It builds your confidence and makes you a more flexible listener. And you can't forget about the cultural resources in London, the museums, theaters. Those aren't just tourist attractions, they're incredible learning opportunities.
True. And then beyond London, you have places like Oxford and Cambridge, those classic university towns.
Those are fantastic places to consider. Imagine walking through those historic colleges, maybe even taking a language course right there. There's such an intellectual energy in those places that can really inspire your learning.
Yeah, I can see that. And then Edinburgh with its amazing Scottish accent, it's like a whole other dimension of British English.
Exactly. Edinburgh demonstrates that English isn't just one static thing. It has so many forms and variations. Hearing different accents early on will significantly improve your ability to understand English as it's spoken across the world.
I like that expanding your ears flexibility. Now, the article also mentions some specific places to learn in the UK, like the British Council, language schools like Oxford International, but it also emphasizes the importance of everyday life, just getting out there and interacting with people.
Yeah, those everyday interactions are where you really put what you've learned into practice. Talking with locals in pubs, seeing a play at Shakespeare's Globe, visiting the British Library. These are all fantastic ways to immerse yourself in the language.
So if someone's looking for a historically rich, traditional environment to learn English, the UK is definitely a strong contender.
Absolutely. It's a place where you can really feel the weight of the language's history and how it's evolved.
Okay, let's switch gears and head over to the United States. This article highlights just how many English speakers there are in the US and how incredibly diverse the accents are. You've got everything from that super fast New York City accent to the Southern drawl. It's a completely different linguistic landscape.
It really is. The sheer size and cultural mix of the U.S. creates this incredibly varied linguistic landscape, and that diversity can be a huge asset for English learners.
It's almost like different regions speak their own dialects.
You could say that. Think about New York City, a global hub where you'll hear English spoken with countless inflections and styles. It's challenging for sure, but also incredibly rewarding. It forces you to become a more adaptable listener. And just like London, New York City is full of cultural institutions, museums, Broadway shows, all of which provide rich contexts for language learning.
You know, I hadn't thought about it like that. It's not just about the accent. It reflects the cultural history, the way people communicate in that area.
Exactly. Learning to navigate those nuances will make you a more confident and culturally sensitive communicator in English.
And then there's LA, Los Angeles, which the article describes as the perfect place to soak up American pop culture and that kind of casual, everyday English you hear in movies and TV shows.
Los Angeles offers a very contemporary, media-driven English experience. It's ideal if you're interested in understanding and participating in American popular culture.
It's like stepping right into the movies, the TV shows you've been watching.
Precisely. Then you have Boston, a city known for its academic atmosphere with universities like Harvard and MIT. It offers a different type of immersion, more focused on formal and academic language.
That makes sense. And San Francisco, with its tech industry and global mix of people, is described as having this really interesting blend of American English with international influences.
San Francisco is a great example of how globalized English has become. You'll hear American English used in a variety of professional and international contexts there.
So it sounds like the U.S. offers a massive range of English experiences. Where you go within the country really shapes how you learn and interact with the language.
It's less about one standard American English and more about a collection of different ways of speaking, which is a valuable lesson for any English learner.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, when it comes to actually learning in the U.S., you've got the formal options like programs at Harvard or UCLA, but also lots of everyday opportunities.
Exactly. You can go to public lectures, attend book readings, even just strike up conversations in diners or libraries. The U.S. offers a really diverse range of ways to practice your English.
So for someone who wants to be exposed to a wide variety of accents, conversational speeds, and cultural contexts, the U.S. is probably a great choice.
Absolutely. The U.S. provides a chance to get comfortable with a wide spectrum of English, which is incredibly valuable in today's world.
All right, let's head north now to Canada. The article really emphasizes that Canada is known for having a clear, neutral English accent, which could be a big plus for learners. Plus, it's a bilingual country, English and French, which gives it a really unique linguistic feel.
That's right. The clarity of Canadian English is a big draw for many learners. It can make understanding the language easier when you're first starting out.
It sounds like that could be a real confidence booster for someone new to English.
Definitely. And the bilingual aspect is really fascinating. Being in a country where another language is so present can make you more aware of language in general, more attuned to the subtleties and how different languages work.
Oh, that's interesting. It's like it gives you a broader perspective on language itself.
Exactly. Now, Toronto is mentioned as being a particularly great city for English learners. It's multicultural, so English is spoken widely, and people are generally used to hearing different accents and ways of speaking.
So it's a comfortable environment to practice in.
Very much so. That multiculturalism means you'll be exposed to English spoken by people from all over the world, which further broadens your understanding.
Now, Vancouver is also highlighted as a good option, especially for those who enjoy outdoor activities. Imagine improving your English while surrounded by beautiful scenery.
Vancouver offers a fantastic lifestyle balance, and the fact that English is so widely spoken alongside its stunning natural beauty is a major plus for many.
And even Montreal, which is primarily French-speaking, is mentioned as having great opportunities to learn English and interact with both languages.
Montreal provides a really unique bilingual experience. While French is dominant, there's a significant English-speaking community, and the city offers resources for English learners.
So Canada seems like a very supportive place to learn English, particularly if you appreciate that neutral accent and a multicultural, friendly atmosphere.
It's a welcoming environment for newcomers, which can have a huge impact on how well you learn a language.
Let's journey down under now to Australia. The article talks about the friendly people, the distinctive Aussie accent, and that laid-back lifestyle, all of which sound pretty appealing.
Australia definitely has a unique charm. The Australian accent is certainly a key feature, and while it might take some getting used to, The relaxed and welcoming culture makes learning English there a very enjoyable experience.
It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Now, Sydney gets a shout out as the largest city with tons of language schools, so there are plenty of structured learning options there.
That's right. Sydney provides a great blend of urban life and learning opportunities.
And Melbourne is described as having a really vibrant arts and culture scene, which suggests lots of opportunities to experience different types of English.
Exactly. In Melbourne, you'll encounter English being used in all sorts of creative and social settings.
It sounds really dynamic. And Brisbane, being a bit smaller and warmer, is described as perfect for practicing conversational English with those super friendly Aussies.
Brisbane offers a more intimate setting where interacting with locals is a bit easier, especially if you find big cities overwhelming.
Now that Aussie accent, though, it's part of the adventure, isn't it? But I imagine a learner might feel intimidated by it at first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Australian accent is quite distinctive, but don't let that be a deterrent. Australians are generally very patient with people learning English. It's more about embracing the experience and challenging your listening skills.
So Australia offers a combination of structured learning with a relaxed, immersive social scene.
Exactly. It's about learning English within a very unique cultural context that values community and the outdoors.
Okay, moving on to Ireland. It sounds like it has a rich linguistic and cultural experience to offer. The article talks about a blend of traditional and modern English, and of course, the Irish are known for being incredibly friendly and welcoming.
Ireland is a gem for language learners. That blend of English from different eras is fascinating, and the Irish people's love for conversation makes it a great place to practice.
It sounds like you'd never be short of someone to chat with, and Dublin, with its literary history, is naturally a big draw. It has a good number of language schools, too.
Dublin is an excellent choice. It's full of history, and you can really sense that literary tradition everywhere you go.
And Galway, a smaller town, is suggested as the place to go for a truly immersive experience. Apparently, it has a strong sense of cultural identity. Plus, the article mentions the regional variations in the Irish accent as an added challenge for learners.
Galway provides a fantastic deep dive into Irish culture. Being a smaller town can make it easier to connect with locals and feel part of the community. And those different accents, while they might be tricky at first, are a great way to deepen your understanding of spoken English.
So Ireland is a good option for anyone who's into history, literature, and that welcoming atmosphere where striking up a conversation is just part of daily life.
Absolutely. It's a place where you can learn English while also immersing yourself in a culture that values storytelling and tradition.
Now let's head over to New Zealand. This article paints it as a nature lover's paradise, perfect for those who prefer a quieter, more peaceful environment for learning.
New Zealand offers a truly unique appeal. Its stunning natural beauty creates such a serene backdrop for learning English. And while the Kiwi accent might take a little getting used to, the locals are incredibly friendly and welcoming.
It sounds like a great place to relax and focus on learning.
It is. Auckland, being the largest city, offers a variety of learning experiences, while Wellington is highlighted for its arts and culture scene.
So Wellington could be a good choice for someone who's a bit more creatively inclined.
Definitely. And many of the learning opportunities in New Zealand involve experiencing the country's natural beauty and cultural heritage.
So you can go on hikes, learn about Maori culture, all while practicing your English.
Precisely. It's about combining language learning with a deep appreciation for the country's unique environment and traditions.
So New Zealand offers this really unique blend of language learning with a focus on nature and a more relaxed pace of life.
Exactly. It's a fantastic option for those who want to escape the hustle and bustle and learn English in a more tranquil setting.
And finally, we have South Africa, a truly multilingual country with 11 official languages. The article describes it as having English at its core, though, which makes it a fascinating option.
South Africa presents a truly unique linguistic landscape. While there are many official languages, English is widely used in business and education, making it a very practical choice.
So you're learning English while also being exposed to this incredibly diverse cultural and linguistic environment.
Exactly. Cape Town is a beautiful coastal city with numerous language schools and cultural experiences to offer, while Johannesburg is a bustling business hub.
So Johannesburg might be good for someone who wants to learn English in a more formal professional setting.
Yes, Johannesburg is ideal for learners who are interested in using English in their careers. And in South Africa, you'll have opportunities to experience the country's incredible diversity through markets, historical tours, and community events.
Wow, we've covered a lot. It's so clear from this article that each of these countries has so much to offer English learners. It really depends on your goals, your budget, and what kind of environment you think would suit you best.
Exactly. The best choice for you will depend on your individual preferences and what you hope to achieve.
The article's main takeaway, though, is that truly immersing yourself in the language is key to becoming fluent. Traveling to an English-speaking country gives you that real-world practice you just can't get in a classroom.
That's the bottom line. You have to put yourself in situations where you need to use English every day. That's how you'll make real progress.
So for our listeners out there, think about your learning style, what you're interested in. Which of these places really sparks your curiosity? What specific cultural experiences in that country do you think would most benefit your English learning journey?
It's a question worth pondering. Consider what motivates you and what kind of environment will not only help you learn, but also inspire you and make the whole experience unforgettable.
That's such a good point. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into the best countries for English learners. We hope this has given you some valuable insights into what each location has to offer and how those aspects might align with your own goals. Keep exploring, keep learning, and maybe even start planning your own immersive learning adventure.
The world is waiting.
Ever get that feeling when you come across like a list of must-see places and it's just like, oh man, wouldn't it be amazing to experience even one of those?
Yeah, totally.
Today we're doing exactly that, but kind of in fast forward.
Yeah.
We're taking a curated tour of some truly breathtaking spots,
Right.
The kind that end up on those travel bucket lists we all have tucked away somewhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've basically immersed ourselves in this article that's like this fantastic shortcut to appreciating some of Earth's most visually stunning destinations.
Perfect.
It's just like gaining that insider knowledge without actually having to, trek across the globe.
Exactly. And the goal is to give you more than just like a postcard description. We want to dig a little deeper into what makes these places so special. Pull out those surprising nuggets and insights that go beyond the surface.
Absolutely.
So consider this your rapid-fire download of awe-inspiring locations.
I love it.
All right, let's dive in, starting with the iconic Santorini in Greece.
Ah, Santorini. You know what's fascinating about Santorini isn't just its beauty, but how it was shaped by something so powerful, a massive volcanic eruption millennia ago.
Oh, wow.
And that event didn't just create the dramatic caldera we see today. It influenced the very architecture. Those whitewashed buildings you see clinging to the cliffs.
Right.
Their construction, using local volcanic rock, actually helps to keep the interiors cool in the intense Mediterranean heat.
Oh, that's a detail you don't often hear.
Yeah.
And those blue domed churches aren't just for show either, are they?
No, they're not.
I read somewhere that they serve as important navigational markers for sailors.
That's right.
Ugh.
And if we consider the charming towns like Oyaya and Phyra, they represent centuries of human adaptation to this unique landscape.
Right.
Even those black and red sand beaches, which look so striking, they're a direct result of that volcanic activity, a constant reminder of the island's dramatic past.
Wow.
It's a blend of natural power and human resilience that makes Santorini so captivating.
Yeah.
Beyond just the romantic sunsets.
Okay. From the Aegean to the dizzying heights of the Andes.
Okay.
Next up, the legendary Machu Picchu in Peru.
Machu Picchu. It's more than just a lost city. It's a testament to the incredible engineering and organizational skills of the Inca civilization.
Right.
Its high mountain location wasn't accidental.
Yeah.
Some theories suggest it served as a royal estate or a sacred religious site, deliberately isolated and strategically positioned.
Interesting.
And while Hiram Bingham is credited with its discovery in 1911, local people knew of its existence long before.
Well, that puts a different spin on the discovery narrative, doesn't it?
It does.
You look at those perfectly fitted stones built without modern tools.
Yeah.
At that altitude, it really makes you wonder about their construction techniques.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Incas were masters of adapting to their environment.
Yeah.
They developed sophisticated agricultural terraces to grow food on those steep slopes and intricate water management systems.
Wow.
It raises a fundamental question. What motivated such an immense undertaking in such a challenging landscape?
Right.
Was it purely strategic, deeply spiritual, or a combination of both?
Yeah.
That's part of what makes Machu Picchu such an enduring mystery.
It's like a puzzle carved into the mountainside.
It is.
All right, let's shift gears completely and head to a different kind of breathtaking landscape.
Okay.
The tropical paradise of the Maldives.
The Maldives offer a unique perspective on beauty, one defined by the delicate balance of coral ecosystems. These aren't just random islands. They are the result of millennia of coral growth.
Right.
What's particularly interesting is that these low-lying atolls are incredibly vulnerable to rising sea levels, making their pristine beauty all the more precious and potentially fleeting.
That adds a layer of urgency to experiencing them.
Yeah.
Beyond the stunning beaches and those iconic overwater bungalows,
Right.
the article highlighted the incredible marine life.
Yes.
Is it really as vibrant as they say?
It truly is. The coral reefs here are biodiversity hotspots, teeming with an astonishing array of fish species, sea turtles, and even manta rays.
It's incredible.
And that phenomenon of bioluminescent plankton.
Yeah.
It's caused by tiny organisms that emit light when disturbed, creating this magical glowing effect in the water at night.
Wow.
It's a reminder that even on a relaxing beach vacation, there are incredible natural wonders at play.
That mental image is just stunning.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move from the tropics to the rugged grandeur of Banff National Park in Canada.
Banff.
Yeah.
Banff showcases the raw power and beauty of glacial activity. Those turquoise lakes like Lake Louise,
Yeah.
they owe their incredible color to rock flour.
What?
Finely ground sediment from glaciers that reflects light in a unique way.
Oh, wow.
It's a visual reminder of the immense forces that shaped this landscape over eons.
It's almost unreal how blue those lakes are in photos.
I know.
And it sounds like it's not just about looking at the scenery. There's so many ways to immerse yourself in it. From hiking and canoeing in the summer to skiing in the winter.
Exactly. The Icefields Parkway,
Right.
which the article mentions,
Yeah.
isn't just a scenic drive. It's a journey through this dramatic alpine environment, offering access to glaciers and panoramic views.
Wow.
And the diverse wildlife, from bears to elk,
Yeah.
underscores the health and richness of this protected ecosystem.
Yeah.
It's a place where you can truly connect with the natural world on a grand scale.
I love that. Okay, from the Canadian Rockies to the world's largest living structure, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.
The sheer scale of the Great Barrier Reef is difficult to comprehend.
Yeah.
It's larger than the Great Wall of China.
Really?
What's crucial to understand is that it's not just a collection of coral polyps. It's a complex, interconnected ecosystem built by billions of tiny organisms called coral polyps.
Right.
This intricate structure supports an unbelievable diversity of marine life.
It's like an underwater city teeming with activity.
It is.
For someone who's never been, what's the most striking thing about experiencing it firsthand through diving or snorkeling?
It's the sheer vibrancy of color and the density of life.
Wow.
Imagine being surrounded by corals in every shade imaginable,
Yeah.
with countless fish darting in and out.
Wow.
It's an immersive experience that highlights the incredible biodiversity of our planet.
Yeah.
However, as we touched on earlier, it's also a stark reminder of the impact of climate change and the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect this fragile ecosystem.
That's a really important point to underscore.
It is.
All right, shifting continents again, let's explore the vastness of the Grand Canyon in the USA.
The Grand Canyon isn't just big, it's a profound geological record,
Right.
revealing millions of years of Earth's history in its layers of rock.
Yeah.
Each band of color tells a story about different geological periods,
Wow.
carved by the relentless power of the Colorado River. Its sheer scale provides a humbling perspective on our place and time.
Standing at the rim, it must feel almost like looking at another planet.
It does.
The article mentioned viewpoints like Mather Point and Desert View.
Yes.
Do they offer significantly different perspectives?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mather Point offers a classic, expansive panorama,
Right.
while Desert View provides a more eastward-facing perspective, showcasing the canyon's width and the winding Colorado River in the distance.
Yeah.
And the experience of rafting down the river offers an entirely different way to appreciate the canyon's depth and the immense forces that created it.
Oh, wow.
It's a chance to truly immerse yourself within this geological wonder.
It's hard to imagine the scale until you're actually there.
I know.
Okay, let's return to more tropical climes and the idyllic beauty of Bora Bora in French Polynesia.
Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Bora Bora's allure lies in its unique combination of volcanic peaks and a sheltered turquoise lagoon,
Right.
all encircled by a vibrant coral reef.
Yeah.
That dormant volcano at its heart creates a dramatic backdrop to the tranquil waters. What's interesting is how the barrier reef plays a crucial role in creating that calm, shallow lagoon, perfect for those iconic overwater bungalows.
Those bungalows really do look like something out of a dream.
They do.
And the activities sound incredible, getting up close with marine life while snorkeling or even swimming with sharks and stingrays.
It's a very direct and engaging way to experience the rich underwater ecosystem.
Right.
And as the article noted, the sunsets in Bora Bora are legendary. The way the light reflects off the lagoon and illuminates those volcanic peaks creates a truly unforgettable visual experience.
Yeah.
It's a place that often lives up to and even exceeds the hype.
Sounds like pure paradise.
It is.
Now let's journey to a place where history is carved into the very landscape, Petra, in Jordan.
Petra is remarkable not just for its beauty,
Right.
but for its history as a thriving Nabatean city, a crucial hub for trade routes in the ancient world.
Wow.
Carving these intricate structures directly into the sandstone cliffs wasn't just an artistic feat. It was a display of incredible engineering and resource management.
Yeah.
The Siq, that narrow gorge leading to the treasury,
Right.
was a deliberate design element creating a sense of drama and revealing the city's marvels piece by piece.
That entrance must be absolutely breathtaking.
It is.
And the nickname, the Rose City, perfectly captures the color of the stone.
It does.
Beyond the famous treasury, what else makes Petra so significant archaeologically?
Well, the monastery, accessible by hundreds of steps, is even larger than the treasury
Wow.
and offers stunning views.
Really?
The royal tombs showcase the grandeur of Nabatean rulers,
Right.
and the remnants of a sophisticated water system highlight their advanced understanding of hydraulics in a desert environment. Petra wasn't just a beautiful facade, it was a fully functional and strategically important city.
It's like stepping directly into the past.
It is.
Now for something completely different, a celestial spectacle, the Northern Lights in Scandinavia.
The aurora borealis is a truly mesmerizing natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
A direct result of solar activity interacting with Earth's magnetic field.
Right.
Those vibrant curtains of light, often green, but sometimes with hues of purple and blue dancing across the night sky, are an unforgettable experience.
Wow.
The key to witnessing them is being the right location during periods of high solar activity and minimal light pollution,
Right.
which is why those northern regions in winter offer the best opportunities.
It sounds almost otherworldly.
It is.
Is there a particular time of night or a specific way to maximize your chances of seeing them?
Generally, the hours around midnight offer the best viewing,
Okay.
and clear, dark skies are essential.
Right.
There are also aurora forecasts that can help predict when activity is likely to be strongest.
Ah, interesting.
It's a bit of a chase, but the reward of witnessing that celestial display is often described as a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Definitely sounds like it. Okay, let's move from a natural light show to a testament of human love and artistry.
Okay.
The Taj Mahal in India.
The Taj Mahal is more than just a beautiful building.
Right.
It's a powerful symbol of love and loss.
Right.
Commissioned by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his wife.
Yeah.
Its perfect symmetry and the use of shimmering white marble inlaid with intricate designs showcase the pinnacle of Mughal architecture.
Wow.
What's fascinating is how the light transforms the Taj Mahal throughout the day, giving it a different character, from the soft glow of dawn to the warm hues of sunset.
The reflections in the pools are so iconic.
They are.
Is it true that the color of the marble seems to change depending on the time of day?
Yes. The semi-translucent marble reacts to the changing light, appearing almost pinkish at sunrise and golden in the evening. This adds another layer of beauty to its already stunning presence.
Yeah.
And the intricate carvings and calligraphy adorning its surfaces are a testament to the incredible craftsmanship of the artisans who built it.
A true masterpiece.
It is.
All right, our final destination on this incredible journey, Serengeti National Park in Tanzania.
The Serengeti is the quintessential African safari experience, famous for the Great Migration, the largest land animal migration on Earth.
Wow.
Millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles move across the plains in search of grazing. A truly awe-inspiring spectacle of nature's rhythms.
Yeah.
And of course, it's home to the Big Five,
Right.
offering incredible opportunities for wildlife viewing in their natural habitat.
Seeing that wildlife in one place must be absolutely incredible.
It is.
What's the best way to truly experience the Serengeti?
A guided safari, whether in a vehicle or even a walking safari, allows you to get close to the wildlife while ensuring safety
Right.
and providing invaluable insights into the ecosystem.
Yeah.
The vastness of the Serengeti is also something to behold. It feels like an endless horizon teeming with life.
Yeah.
It's an immersive experience in the raw beauty of the African wilderness.
Wow. From the icy north to the African plains, from ancient wonders to modern marvels, this has been an incredible whirlwind tour of some of the most beautiful places on Earth.
It has.
It really highlights the astonishing diversity of our planet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Each of these locations offers a unique story and a distinct experience.
Yeah.
Whether it's the geological drama of the Grand Canyon,
Right.
the cultural richness of Petra,
Yeah.
or the sheer natural beauty of the Maldives.
Yeah.
We hope this deep dive has given you a taste of what makes these places so special, and perhaps sparked a desire to explore them further.
Definitely. It's a reminder of the incredible wonders that await us.
Yeah.
So for you, our listener, as you've journeyed with us through these breathtaking locales, which one has left the most profound impression and stirred your sense of wonder?
Yeah.
Take a moment to consider what it is about that particular place that resonates so deeply.
That's a good question.
Until our next deep dive, keep that spirit of exploration alive.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.